Alright, so magandang gabi sa lahat. So I'm back again with another video to give updates and also to respond to some of the bullshit that I've been seeing sa social media lately. Uh, so today we're going to talk about the changes in the Senate that happened recently. First, yung pag-replace sa Senate President and Chiz being replaced by Sotto as the Senate President, and then Lacson replacing Marcoleta as the Blue Ribbon Chair. So first, let's talk about the change between Senator Chiz and Senator Sotto. For me, para sa akin, itong change na to is very understandable. Chiz's name got involved in in what is being investigated right now. So sa mga di nakakalam kung bakit, a contractor donated 30 million pesos during sa campaign ni Chiz recently. And yung contractor na yun is being investigated. Na part ng mga contractor na hindi gumawa ng tama for the flood control projects. So, dun pa lang sa part na yun, you already know why nagkaroon ng change. It's to protect the credibility of the Senate. It's just right to replace your Senate President who is involved sa pinakamalaking issue na nangyayari sa bansa. So, why would you question the change? Pero siguro, ang question nila is bakit si Sotto yung pinalit, no? Now, since nagkaroon ng botohan na ka-form ng votes yung mga minority before sa Senate, nakakagawa sila ng grupo and naging sila yung Senate majority. So, sabi ni Tito Sen sa interview, 4 daw na senator muna yung nag-start nun. Which are Loren Legarda, Mig Subiri, Tito Sen, and then Lacson. It's the 4 of them. Hindi pala si Tito Sen. It was Rizal Tiberos, who they talk to each other and then parang naisip nila na okay, ito yung mangyayari or ito yung current na nangyayari. And before pa na naging Senate President si Chiz, that group really wanted Sotto to be the Senate President. So now they had an opportunity to make the Senate more credible and at the same time do what they really wanted originally. So the Senate majority, so nakalanap sila ng like 15 votes and naging sila na yung Senate majority. And they chose Tito Sen as the Senate President because he has already served as a Senate President. He has the most experience and he's always been known to be fair amongst his peers. So nung Senate President siya, they observe that he's fair. So with those information, for me, yung vote of him replacing Chiz shouldn't even be questioned. Pero, of course, ngayon, may mga lumalabas sa comment section or sa social media saying na si Sotto tuta ng current House Speaker. Which is, mapapatanong lang, seryoso ba kayo? Because if you think about it, it won't make sense at all. Kinakabahan daw sila na si Senate President tuta ng House Speaker. Parang poprotektahan yung Romualdez. Pero for me, it doesn't make sense. The position Senate President is on a different house and wala siyang means or wala siyang capability to protect someone. He can protect someone within the Senate pero he won't be able to protect someone on a different house, diba? And to protect naman someone sa investigation, I think wala siyang magiging power dun. Kasi the Blue Ribbon Chair, the one who leads the investigation, And the one who will lead the committee is Senator Ping. So, wala siyang control doon. Right? Another example that they're saying na na the way na punoprotektahan ni Tito Sen yung mga nangyayari sa Congress is him transferring yung DE sa custody, physical custody ng Senate to PNP. If you think about it, legally, yung authority is still with Senate. So, kahit saan siya nakakulong, kahit saan siya nagstay, hawak pa din siya ng Senate. So, the law will still require that person under Senate, that person to attend if summoned by the Senate. So, wala siyang mapoprotektahan. Kasi kahit saan pa siya dalhin, he's still under Senate authority legally. So, sila pa rin basically yung may custody sa nila. Wala lang sa bahay nila. Ganun lang yung system. Nakakatawa kasi simpleng logic lang would already tell you na walang basehan yung mga accusations. Pero, people are still thinking na yun yung dahilan kung bakit tuta si Senator Sotto ng House Speaker. Talagang wala lang. It's so stupid. Anyway, now let's move on to my favorite part. It's Lacson replacing Marcoleta. So ito yung, kung maraming galit sa pag-upo ni Tito Sen sa Senate President, mas maraming galit dito, which is very surprising. So, maraming nag-question sa decision, saying Marcoleta did well during his hearings, pero when he was still the ribbon, the blue ribbon chair. Pero I've already explained it sa previous video ko kung bakit mas deserving si Senator Lacson. Banggitin ko lang ulit. So Lacson has a proven track record, independent, anti-corruption, and basically is always straightforward and a man of integrity. Pero let's dig deeper into what actually happened. No? So during the Senate hearing, when the disguise was asked was asked or was summoned by the Senate, the disguise submitted their affidavit. So ang nakalagay lang dun sa affidavit nila is basically from July 22 to present, which is very strange considering na the disguise, they've been in business since 2012. And then recently, this is what's funny. Recently, the lawyer of the disguise explained bakit ganun yung content ng affidavit. Because they got the letter from the Senate itself, saying the only info that they need to provide is from July 22 to present. Take note, nasa invitation mismo. And it's clearly written on the invitation to only disclose info starting July 2022 for the said hearing. Now, imagine this kung totoong seryoso kang mag-imbestiga, why would you limit the timeline? An investigation should be thorough. Lahat dapat ng information, especially since we're talking about 10 years of operations, dapat lahat yun kasama. Dapat lahat yun part. And kasi they've been working sa nangungontrata sila sa pondo ng bayan for 10 years. So, investigahan mo lang yung 2022 to present. It's just sound so stupid, di ba? Lahat dapat ng information mabigay doon. Again, 10 years siya. Now, by with that letter or with that invitation, na limit yung affidavit. So, yung affidavit in disguise ended up looking weak and incomplete. Kaya, fast forward the next days, nung inimbitahan sila sa Congress hearing, they couldn't even answer questions before 2022 kasi wala silang preparation. So, nagmukha silang tanga doon. Nagmukha silang may kino-conceal. Where in fact, the reason that may tinatago sila or may kino-conceal sila is because the Senate asked for them to only divulge information from July 22 to present. Right? So, another questionable thing pa, no? The affidavit itself only mentions congressmen. And not just any congressman, but specifically those who voted for Sarah's impeachment. Parang, if you think about it, isn't it strange that there's not a single senator mentioned? Kahit na may lumabas na projects na senator mismo ang may kinalaman sa flood control projects. Parang that's too much of a coincidence, diba? It's really hard not to question eh. And then ito pa yung pinaka-kicker. Why would Senator Marcoleta push or gawing Senate witnesses yung disguise and put them under witness protection? Parang it's absurd kasi these people are the same people who became ultra rich because of corruption. Pera ng bayan pinagsamantalahan. Tapos gusto mong protektahan. They are not victims. They are part of the problem. Tapos gusto mong bigyan ng protection. That doesn't make sense at all. Given na ikaw yung Blue Ribbon Committee, yun, di ba? Blue Ribbon Chair ka. It doesn't make sense eh, kung isipin nyo. So, yes, for me, Lacson is the better choice. 110%. Independent, fearless, committed to uncovering the truth. Walang tinatago, walang pinoprotektahan. And that's exactly the kind of leadership we needed in the Blue Ribbon Committee. I'm very excited sa parating na hearing. Nakakatawa nga lang ngayon. Hindi pa nakakakuha hindi pa nag-hearing si Lacson or hindi pa nagsa-start yung hearing ng committee ni Senator Lacson. Gusto na agad siya palitan. It's so stupid how Marcoleta's group is moving. Especially yung mga nasa minority are involved sa mismong anomalies. So that's it for this video, and then I'll make one for a different topic.